Hello everyone, I'm Meteorologist Charlie Ironmonger. Thank you so much for joining me today for your 4 p.m. news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. Now, of course, we want to check in with Jennifer Bjorklund, who has more on the disappearance of Nancy Guthrie and where law enforcement is in the process of locating her and finding her abductors and bringing them to justice.
Every bit of potential evidence collected within miles of 84-year-old Nancy Guthrie's home counts as investigators chase down connections on each thing they find. President Trump this morning weighing in on the investigation, which this weekend enters its second week.
It was a local case originally, and they didn't want to let go of it, which is fine. It's up to them. It's really up to the community. But ultimately, when the FBI got involved, I think, progress has been made.
Pima County Sheriff Chris Nanos firing back against claims of tension between his office and the FBI.
There's so many leads. They generated 14,000 in the first 10 days. We generated 18,000. We need each other. And that's really, so there's no ego here as to who's leading it. Right now, it is a state case. We're handling it, but we can't do this by ourselves. We know that. So we need their help.
And while we know at least one pair of gloves has been found and processed, the sheriff says many others also have been found and put into evidence.
So you go and you get them, and then you prioritize. Well, this one's about 10 miles away. Maybe we can hold off on that. Let's do the one that's 1 or 2 miles away. That kind of thinking.
And what we do know about the person seen on the doorbell camera at Nancy Guthrie's door the morning of her disappearance: male, average build between 5'9" and 5 feet 10 inches tall, wearing a black 25-liter Ozark Trail Hiker Pack backpack. Now, following those thousands of tips received so far, investigators know just one may lead to a break and some answers. As neighbors continue to hope Nancy Guthrie will see this outpouring of yellow ribbons and flowers, hope she'll finally come home. Jennifer Bjorklund, NBC News.
And again, that was Jennifer Bjorklund reporting. We now want to turn our attention to a drug arrest in eastern North Carolina, particularly in Bertie County, where warrants show that deputies seized a small amount of cocaine from 42-year-old Julius Gaither's car. He was charged with 3 counts of felony possession with intent to sell or deliver cocaine, 3 counts of felony maintaining a vehicle or dwelling for a controlled substance, and felony conspiracy to sell or deliver a Schedule II controlled substance. Now, Gathers was taken to the Bertie Martin Regional Jail on a $70,000 secured bond. And now for your weather forecast. As we head into the weekend, we are looking at warmer conditions coming up for tomorrow. Warmer, and we maintain the sunshine. We won't be able to maintain it through the entire weekend. We are looking at cloudy and wet conditions coming up for Sunday. It will start in the morning and last all the way through Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening, Sunday night, even extending into Monday morning. So if you've got anything to do outside, see that it's done on Saturday instead of Sunday. Otherwise, you're going to be working in the rain. 46 degrees right now in Greenville, northwesterly wind at about 5 miles an hour. And of course, the Pirates have started against Xavier. Pirate baseball is back in season. Here we go. It's feeling pretty good out there right now for Pirate baseball. A little bit chilly, but obviously the start of the season usually is when you get to the end of the season where things really start to warm up. 46 degrees right now in Grifton, northerly winds at around 9 miles an hour. Overall, again, a very sunny look at what we're seeing across southern Pitt County. Here's a look at air temperatures across the board. Most of us in the mid to upper 40s right now. A few of us still in the upper 30s, but coming up for tomorrow, we're going to shake the 40s and we're going to get back into the upper 50s with a few of us sneaking into the low 60s. But for this evening, it is going to be cold. Overnight lows dropping down well below freezing. In fact, we'll be below freezing as we head towards 11 p.m. tonight. Tomorrow morning, 25 degrees, 29 degrees by 8 after 25 at 7, and we will warm up rapidly. So just because we start cold is not going to really impact your afternoon air temperatures all that much. Obviously, you will get a little bit of an impact, but again, still getting into the upper 50s with some areas reaching into the low 60s by tomorrow afternoon under mostly sunny skies. Now, the later we get into your Saturday, of course, Valentine's Day, for those of you who haven't prepared, make sure you do so soon. The cloud cover that is going to reach over the east will eventually result in some rain showers showing up as we head into Sunday. Here Sunday morning at around 9 a.m., you can see that the bulk of the rain still further back towards the west, but it is rolling towards eastern North Carolina. Do want to say hello to Jane Hines Johnson along with Rebecca Miller. Hopefully you guys are having a fantastic Friday. And hopefully you guys have got something fun lined up for Valentine's Day. Of course, the day after Valentine's Day, as you can see here, it's going to be a little wet. Just a little bit wet. We've got about a half an inch to about an inch of rain expected to come down through the day on Sunday, extending into Monday morning. So for pretty much the entirety of that system, anticipating around half an inch to an inch of rain, which is great news. Great news. There are several counties that are completely covered in a severe drought right now that could absolutely use the rain. There's not a spot in eastern North Carolina that couldn't use a few drops. So the fact that we are seeing substantial rain rolling in on Sunday is an encouraging sight. Air temperatures Saturday, again, upper 50s, low 60s. Sunday and Monday, mid to upper 50s. And then we catch some heat. 69 degrees Tuesday, 68 Wednesday, 72 Thursday, 68 on Friday, and cooling down a little bit more, 62 degrees the following Saturday. So next week, once we get done with the rain showers on Monday, we are going to be drying out and we are going to be warming up. If you're a fan of the warmer weather without bugs, things are looking pretty good for next week. Now, of course, the warmer we stay, the faster the bugs will come back. But that first initial round of warmth usually, again, comes bug-free before the insects start to wake up and start buzzing and flying around again. Some of which, again, suck your blood. Don't like mosquitoes. Do not like mosquitoes. Anyways, that's all we have time for today's 4 p.m. news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. I want to thank you all so much for joining me today. We'll be back coming up on Monday, starting at 7:10 a.m. with Jim and Gigi. Until then, I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your Friday, an even better weekend, and make sure on Valentine's Day you let somebody know that you appreciate them and you love them. We'll see you guys on Monday.